I'm going to be showing you these 5 minute strategy that I always use to execute on the lower time frame, and I'm going to be showing you using a live example of a trade that I'll be taking tomorrow being Monday. I'll be showing you everything from the higher time frame down to lower time frame in this particular video. But before going to it, if you're seeing me for the very first time, my name is Divine and I'm a forex trader. What I basically do on this channel is document how I trade and as well make videos that will help improve how you approach trading. If you want to see content like this, smash the subscribe button, like this video and drop a comment. I'll be right back. I'm going to be using USD card to show you this live example in this particular video, and whatever trade I analyze in this particular video, I'll be taking it tomorrow if price open. Now the first we want to do is to simply understand what the higher time frame is saying, because we're going to use what the higher time frame is saying to know what we're going to be doing on the lower time frame. And for us, we want to always use daily time frame as our higher time frame. We want to basically understand the overall direction that price is pointing on the daily time frame. And for us to do that, we want to simply identify the support level and the resistance level. In this case here, you can see that this place is simply our support level, right? And price is acting as a resistance at this level, right? Now, having understood where the support level is and where the resistance level is, we're going to interpret what price is basically doing right now and then know what we're going to do next. If you look closely, you see that price broke above a resistance level and price has turned a resistance to what? To a support. Now, our interest now is simply to understand the key levels that we're going to mark out in this place. And the first point of key level is simply this point that price simply changed resistance to become support. That means here is simply going to be our support key level. Let me remove other places. And here is going to be our resistance key level. Our interest now is to understand how price has behaved from this support key level to this resistance key level on the 4 hours time frame, right? And the way we can understand how price behaves is simply understand the market structure that has been created from these key levels to the other key level, right? And for us to do that, I'm simply going to use my brush and show you what the structure is saying, right? If you look closely here, you see that since price got to this support key level, price was basically giving us a swing high, a swing low, a swing high, a swing low, a swing high, a swing low, a swing high, and price currently ranging. Now our interest is to understand what price did at the last swing low, which is simply here, and the current key level, right? Let me zoom out properly. Our interest is to simply understand what price did from this last swing low to this last key level that is here. When price was moving from this low to this high, price induced a demand zone, and the demand zone is simply at this area here, right? And when price induced this demand zone here, price was also ranging at this point here. That means price was ranging at this point here, right? But we are concerned about this demand zone that price created because this is the last or recent demand zone that price created for us to continue to the upside. Because remember, price broke above a recent key level and price is heading to the upside. Now, having identified this demand zone here, we want to simply go to the 1 hour time frame and refine this demand zone to become a point of interest on the 1 hour time frame. Now everything is step by step. At every point or at every time frame, we have what we're looking for. On the 1 hour time frame, we're simply going to refine this demand zone here, and most importantly, identify liquidity, because liquidity will tell us if this demand zone is going to hold or is not going to hold. And now if you look closely, you see that when price induced this demand zone, that this point of interest here, price also induced liquidity by simply giving us these equal lows that price has created at this point here. These are simply liquidity points, right? Let me identify them as our liquidity points here. What this means is there's every tendency that this POI is likely going to hold because price have induced this particular liquidity here. And what we want to basically do is, if price gets to this point, we want to look for an opportunity for an entry. Now, as you can see, price tapping into this point of interest here, and most likely we want to see a change of character on the 15 minutes time frame for us to see how we are going to join price to where price is going to. Now, if price gets into a POI, we don't just buy or start selling. We want to simply, in this case here, I want to simply see price give us a change of character, giving us confirmation that price is about to start going to the upside. Now let's go to the 15 minutes time frame and see if price gave us a change of character at this point here for us to know if the buy is going to be valid or not. Now, on the 15 minutes time frame, remember, we're looking for a change of character for us to simply buy. And on the 15 minutes time frame, we can clearly see that price gave us a change of character here, right? And this is where price gave us a change of character. Let me use the brush to show it very well, right? When price gave us this high, this low that took out liquidity, and this high that caused a change of character, this retracement that caused a break of structure. So this whole thing here gave us a confirmation that price is basically going to be in an uptrend. That means an entry from this particular point was simply when price retraced back into this point here. Probably look for a buy from this point, right? A buy from this point here, and our stop loss is going to be below this particular low here, and I'll take profit most likely to this upside. But because we are not probably at this point when price got to this particular point, let's understand how can we be able to join price to this particular trend, because everything is valid for a buy. For us to join this particular trend, or for us to join price to where price is going to, we want to understand how price is behaving currently on the 15 minutes time frame. Then we can go to the 5 minute time frame and take our entries. In this case here, since price got to this our POI here, price has been giving us swing highs and swing lows. Let me zoom in properly so we'll see everything clearly. Since price got to this our POI here, price has been giving us swing high and swing low. And if you look closely, remember this is our POI and this is how price has been moving. That price is simply giving us a swing high, a swing low, a swing high. Price simply went into a resting phase here, and this resting phase simply gave us what was inducing liquidity to the upside and to the downside, right? That means at this point here was liquidity. Now our interest is simply at this point here. We're simply going to use liquidity to join this price where price is going to, right? Price is simply inducing liquidity, equal lows and trend line liquidity at this point here. And also price is inducing liquidity, equal highs, and all of those things at this point here. And remember the concept of liquidity, that price have to make a fake move for price to make the actual move. In this 15 minutes time frame right now, price have induced liquidity, both trend and liquidity, equal lows and equal highs at this point here. That means there is a very strong sell side liquidity at this point here, and there's also buy side liquidity at this point here. And how liquidity works is that price have to make a fake move for price to make an actual move. In this case here, the price first of all took out sell side liquidity and then went for the buy side liquidity, giving us indication that price is still going to be in an uptrend. Now it's left for us to go to the 55 minutes time frame and look for an opportunity for an entry, right? Now on the 5 minutes time frame, we want to simply see a reason for us to start buying, because remember, price first of all took out buy side liquidity, sorry, sell side liquidity, and then price went for what? Buy side liquidity. Let me recap that very well again. Price first of all went down before price went up, right? That is simply price taking out sell liquidity for price to go and grab buy side liquidity. And now when that occurred, this place becomes our low, and here becomes our high. And because this was the high and low that created liquidity, we want to simply wait for price to either take out the high, giving us confirmation that price is now in an uptrend, or price take out the low, giving us confirmation that price have reversed to the downtrend. In this case here, price took out the high, giving us confirmation that price is going to continue to the uptrend. Now it's left for us to identify at what point we're going to have an entry from this particular low to this new high that's been created. Now, the reason or more reason why I'm likely going to buy this trade is because from the higher time frame, price is giving us reason to buy. On the 4 hours time frame, price is giving us reason to buy. On the 1 hour time frame, price is also giving us reason to buy. On the 15 minutes time frame, price is also giving us reason to buy. And on the 5 minutes time frame, as you can see, price is also giving us reason to buy. Now, for me, a good entry for a buy is to simply wait for price to open tomorrow being Monday. If price open tomorrow being Monday, most likely come back to this level here, then I'll look for a buy opportunity. And I'm going to be buying from this particular level here. My stop loss is going to be above this low, and most likely I'm going to go for a 1:3 risk to reward, which is simply on this particular line here. This is going to be my entry for this particular pair if price open tomorrow being Monday. Now, the reason why I will not take this trade if price open is if price does the opposite of what I'm expecting. That means if price open tomorrow and start buying to the upside, then I'll not take out. I'll look for another setup again entirely, because it has probably invalidated my setup. I'm simply going to wait for price open tomorrow and sell to the downside, come into this zone, and I'll look for a buy opportunity. That will be all for this video. I will see you on the next one. Peace.